Hey guys, Simon here, or Coach Thor. We're starting out workout number 2 of our at-home strength program. If you haven't already done workout 1, I recommend popping back, find that video, get that one done. That's our kind of body weight version with a little bit of equipment. In this version, we're gonna get a little bit fancier. Hopefully you've got some sort of weighted object, dumbbells, a milk jug, something you can hold on to and use as a weight, or some bands. We're gonna get a little fancier with the same kind of workout patterns as our last one. But again, just adding a little bit more difficulty to it. And then we've got 2 more versions coming up after that. So again, we're starting just a minute or so, getting some blood flowing. Jumping jacks, if you've got a cardio device at home or around, hop on a bike, go for a jog, just 2 to 4 minutes. We're gonna do a minute here together, but 2 to 4 minutes of just getting that heart rate up a bit, a little faster, jumping jacks, any version that's comfortable for you. Toe touches, one here, I can get fancy with it. Again, just any sort of movement to get the blood pumping through the body, let it know that we're gonna do some exercising, okay? So anything, another 20 seconds, getting your sweat on. Yeah, high knees, back and forth. And again, if you've got more tools to play with at home, pull those out, grab a skipping rope, jump up on something, just anything to get a bit of blood flowing. All right, awesome. We're gonna do a couple of simple stretches here, get moving. So I'm gonna go toe up, I'm gonna run my hand down the back of my leg, coming back up here. So nice and easy, getting a little bit of pull in that hamstring. Let's go for 5 or 6 of those. Just reaching the butt back. We'll get into these movements in more detail as we work out. But just a little bit of a hip hinge, feel a nice little pull in that hamstring. Awesome. 6 to 8. Good, and then some bending down again, round as much as you need or want to here. And then an arch back. Pre-exercise, we always want to focus on dynamic stretching, dynamic movements. So we don't want to be static stretching and holding anything for a long time before we get into especially strength training, but really any exercise. Good. And I lost count again as usual. You'll get used to that with me. So I hope you're counting better than I am. All right, we got things moving. So again, we're gonna start same patterns, very similar workout to session 1, but now we're gonna bring in a little bit more weights and I'm gonna show you some more advanced versions. So if these versions are too advanced for you, pop back to that last video and stay on those until you're ready for these ones. So we're gonna start with our push, upper push and lower push. So again, we're gonna keep it simple. Push-ups of some versions. So in our last video, we did hands elevated or against a wall. Now we're gonna go for either the negative. So I'm going in a nice tall plank position here, and then I'm just gonna lower myself with some control, worm my way back up. What we're avoiding here is I don't want a saggy bridge coming down, okay? So you're going for 6 to 8 reps. Again, negative, gonna be our version 1. If I'm good for that, then I'm gonna go full push-ups, chest to deck, locking it out. Okay, keeping in mind too, we don't want to be up here. Keep those elbows in. Doesn't have to be right in at your side, kind of a 45-degree angle. Let's go for 2 more, if you're not there yet. And if those are all easy for you, you're gonna do a tempo push-up. So as I said in the other videos, slower makes it harder, and then up fast. So I can go slow down, and then up. Again, looking for some version that you can do 8 to 12 reps that's challenging. Give that a little shake out, okay? Next up, our lower push. So again, if you need some support, hold on to something, but we're gonna get into some fancier versions. So our basic air squat, okay? Heels staying on the ground. Main thing I want you focusing on today, never wanna see you coming forward onto those toes, only going as low as you can, that those heels stay on the ground. Whatever that ends up looking like for you, heels stay down. If I'm here and that's as low as I get, that's what it is for today. But again, as low as you can on that. If that's easy for you, we're gonna bring in a little bit of weight now. So a goblet, backpack, again, small child, as long as they stay still, something with a load. During COVID, we did this holding onto dogs. I had a whole workout video of that, okay? So I'm just gonna hold that weight somewhere comfortable up at the chest, and I'm squatting down. And again, only going as low as I can, that my heels stay on the ground. So stop before that starts to happen, keep them down. Finally get to there, it's what it is. For again, 8 to 12. If your weight's not heavy enough, slow it down. Nice and slow. Stop. Coming up fast. Let's go one more together. Stop. Coming up fast. So again, 8 to 12 reps of your squat variation. Whew. Just like our last workout. I'm gonna go through 2 sets of each one with you. If you feel good about it, pause that video, add in another set or even 2 more. Make your way up until you're doing 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps of each movement here. Let's go back to our push-ups. There we go again, another set of 8 to 12. So I'm either going a negative, good, worm my way back up, controlling that down, or I'm doing a full push-up. Or if I'm feeling real fancy, slow down, fast up. Excellent. I got 8, and that was hard. You're going for 8 to 12, okay? Again, about 20 seconds in between. Give me a couple of breaths. Get that heart rate back down a little bit. Again, our heart rate's gonna stay elevated, but you don't wanna be doing strength work like this, because that's not strength work. So, awesome. Okay, back to our squats. I'm gonna go right into our fancy version. So I got my goblet, I'm gonna hold it up at the chest. Again, big breath, reach that butt back, going as low as I can, that my heels stay on the ground. Good. Now that I'm bringing load into this, we do wanna make sure our chest stays a little bit taller. So we never wanna see this kind of a position when we've got weight. So trying to keep that back flat, as low as you can. Let's go for 3 more. And if these are easy for you, again, just go slow. There it is. Awesome. Again, that was our A1, A2, our push section. Upper push, lower push. Now we're gonna get into our pulling. So upper pulling, back, biceps. In video 1, we did some bicep curls. Nice introductory version of upper pulling. We're gonna stick to the fancier versions here. So I can do either a tripod row, we call it, something where I'm supported and I've got that external weight, back's nice and flat, and I'm pulling up. Again, we're gonna go for 8 to 12. So this would be version 1. Version 2 would be unsupported and still 1 or 2 dumbbells. I can actually do that without the support. If you've only got 1 weight, jug of milk, great, but still adds a little bit more difficulty. If you've got 2, also great, let's go for that. Now I'm making sure that I'm not rounding that back. Nice flat back. Or if you're on the band, again, we're going for 8 to 12 reps with whatever we've got. If I need to make that harder, I'm just gonna go slow down, up fast. Good. For 8 to 12, that is our row or upper pull. Little shake out. And then again, now our lower pull or hinge. So fancier versions, we're gonna bring in that load. I'm gonna keep it simple so it doesn't hit my microphone, put it on the back of my neck here. And then same thing, I'm not bending, I'm hinging. So I'm not bending down, I'm reaching my butt to that back wall as far as I can. I'm looking for the end range of my hamstrings as I reach back. So for me, right, I can reach, that's where my hamstrings end, I can feel it. If I keep going, it's all lower back. So don't worry about how far down, worry about how far that butt goes back. If I don't have a ton of weight, this is pretty light. Again, we can go into what we call a stagger stance, 1 foot in front of the other, and just work it 1 leg at a time. Makes that weight feels heavier, even if it's light. But I'm still gonna go 8 to 12 reps, either side. Butt back, chest up tall. Good, again, both knees are soft. Reaching back, standing up tall. That's set 1 of our pulling. Upper pull, lower pull. Again, a little shake out, and then we're gonna do another set of 8 to 12 of our bent over row variation. I'm gonna go double dumbbell for mine. All right, another set, 8 to 12. Again, you're either doing a tripod, you might have a hand on a support of some sort, or if you're like me, you got a pair of dumbbells, or single arm with a dumbbell, that's fine as well. Back's nice and flat. Again, make it harder, up fast, down slow. Good. As usual, I've lost count. We'll do 3 more. Good. Awesome. Those are your upper pull. So again, if you're feeling great, that was easy, throw in another set or even 2 more sets of those 2 movements. We're gonna move on though to our core and balance, which again, getting a little fancier. So, first version, going for 30 seconds, or now again, start to extend that if feeling good, some sort of plank. So we're going down on the hands or the elbows, center plank here. And again, I'm not butt up in the air. Drop those hips, flex your butt and your glutes, holding nice and tight. If that's easy, take it down onto the elbows, hanging out here. If this is easy, take it up to a minute. I'm just gonna go for 30 seconds with you. And again, I'm not up in the air. Drop that butt, flex your butt, hamstrings. Try to make a solid line from your elbows to your toes. If it's a bit challenging for you, just drop the knees, keep that solid line. Good. That's about 30 seconds. Again, finding a version that is challenging for you for 30 seconds. Now we're going to everybody's favorite, a little bit of balancing again, making it a little bit fancier. So I'll start with simpler. So again, bouncing on one foot. Whoop. If that's easy, got my timer going here. If that's easy, I'm gonna go for toe touches, coming back up tall. Again, we're going for 30 seconds. If that's easy, which it's not for me right now, we'll pretend it is. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in an external object and I'm gonna add a little bit more lateral movement here that I have to maintain. So I'm just passing something back and forth, or you're gonna do what we call around the worlds, feeling real fancy. So I'm balancing on one foot and I've got an external object trying to throw me off that. I'm gonna hold 30 seconds, whatever the most challenging thing you can do, you can stay on one foot. Good. Whew. Booty's burning. Go. Another side. Again, 30 seconds here. So I'm standing, that's easy, toe touches. Otherwise, I'm now bringing in an external load and I'm just gonna move that around and force myself to stay balanced while I do. Whoop. Around the worlds with it. And again, this could be a milk jug, a backpack, a weight, just anything with a little bit of load that's trying to make my body fall over so I can resist it. As you can see, my right leg is much better at that than my left. All right, back down to the ground. One last set of planks, almost there. Our timer going. So 30 seconds. Whatever plank variation is challenging for you. Elbows, hands, hanging out. We want to spice it up one more notch. What you can do is a plank shoulder tap. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go nice and slow, okay? And I'm not wiggling my butt around. So again, only advanced. If you're up for it, feet are a little bit wider, and I can do some nice slow taps without sticking my butt up or wiggling around. So 30 seconds of some version here. Good. Or again, down, hanging out. Awesome. And then last step. Woo, 30 seconds balancing. Now let's start that again. Here we go. Last thing. So again, it's fancy. If I'm feeling fancy here, sure. Take that down. Like I said, pretty much anything where I'm balancing on one foot and things don't want me to continue to balance on one foot. That's what we're looking for. Any version challenging myself. Another good one, if you've got somebody around, or pass a ball standing on one foot. Great way to do these. Bounce that ball off the wall, bring a little coordination in with your balance work. Again, one of the best things you can do for longevity of life, spend time on one foot. Yeah, so we're on the other foot here, last 30 seconds. And again, I'm just trying to make this as challenging as I can. Now I can even go forward and back. No, that's not hard. So we're going side to side, just any version where I've got to resist falling over. Whoa, whoa, too hard. 10 more seconds. And there it is. So again, if you finish your workout, tomorrow you have no soreness, everything feels great. Repeat it again, try either slightly harder variations of the movements we went through, or add another set or another 2 sets. Again, our goal is to hit 50 to 60 repetitions minimum of each muscle group per week. So that might be done in one workout with 4 to 5 sets, or you might just repeat this workout every couple of days for a few weeks until you're feeling comfortable with that. I'll see you in the next one.